Two very different philosophies, one visual question. How do you build attitude into sheet metal? Today we're doing a focused exterior design deep dive. The 2025 Toyota GT Super versus the 2025 Ford Mustang in red. From silhouette to surface treatment, badges to brake ducts, we'll break down what each car is saying before you even sit inside. Post on cam. Hey everyone, I'm your name. If you love car design, subscribe and hit the bell. We'll cover the GT Super's razor-edged, performance-first cues and the Mustang's bold, heritage-rich attitude, plus the color stories that make the red Mustang pop and the GT Super's palette work on camera. Voiceover. Start with design intent. The Toyota GT Super is a purpose-built sports machine. Low, wide, and sculpted with airflow as a co-designer. Its shapes are crisp. Hard creases meet deep, purposeful hollows. Everything points to downforce and minimal drag, from the pronounced front splitter to the rear diffuser and the integrated wing elements. The GT Super reads as discipline. Every line has a job. By contrast, the Ford Mustang leans on personality and lineage. The 2025 Mustang keeps the long hood, short deck proportions that made the name iconic, but modernizes them with sharper surfaces and bolder lighting signatures. The Mustang balances aggression with accessibility. It's performance that's also a statement. Where the GT Super isolates you into a track-focused aesthetic, the Mustang invites attention on the street with confident surfaces and muscular haunches. Voiceover. Look at the nose. The GT Super's front is all-purpose. Wide mouth for cooling, narrow slit headlights tucked into the flanks, and aero canards that visually connect to the wheel arches. The headlight treatment is minimal and focused. LED bars or laser elements sit behind deeply contoured lenses to keep the face low and aggressive. The Mustang's face is a modern reinterpretation of the classic pony stare. The grille is more upright, often framed by C-shaped or tri-bar LED elements that give a distinct daytime signature. The Mustang uses bigger vertical surfaces and a more pronounced hood line. These elements lift the attitude so the car looks ready to pounce even at rest. Voiceover. From the side, the GT Super's silhouette is ultra-low with a steep rake from windshield to tail. The doors flow into sculpted sills that channel air, and the fender vents help visually lengthen the car while breaking up the surface area to reduce turbulence. Wheel-to-body gap is minimal, a clear sports car cue. The Mustang preserves the classic proportion: long hood, short cabin, muscular rear quarter. The shoulder line steps up into the rear haunch, creating that bulging, power-forward stance Mustangs are known for. The Mustang's side is also a canvas for character lines, creases and shadows that read differently depending on the light, which is part of its street charisma. Voiceover. At the back, the GT Super prioritizes function. Large diffuser channels, vertical straights, and a wing designed for predictable downforce. Tail lights are often thin, horizontal slashes integrated into carbon fiber or composite rear decks. The whole rear section reads purposeful and engineered. The Mustang's rear plays to drama and heritage. Tri-bar taillights remain, reimagined with modern LED tech and layered housings. The rear bumper gives the Mustang visual width. Quad exhaust outlets and subtle diffuser work add performance cues without losing everyday appeal. It's a balance. Look fast, but be comfortable doing grocery runs. Voiceover. Surface finish tells a big part of the story. The GT Super typically uses exposed carbon fiber elements, satin or matte accents, and tightly controlled panel gaps that emphasize engineering precision. Matte or satin finishes reduce glare for better aero performance and a stealthy look. The Mustang embraces gloss surfaces and painted accents that catch the eye. Chrome or satin trim around windows and grille can highlight heritage cues. You'll see more two-tone and contrast packs available, where roof, mirrors or splitter bits are blacked out to punctuate the red paint and make the muscle lines pop. Voiceover. Wheels and brakes are the jewelry of any performance car. The GT Super showcases larger, lightweight forged wheels with center locks or performance lug patterns, wrapped around big, often carbon ceramic brakes. Exposed calipers, ventilated rotors, and aero-optimized spokes, these all signal track readiness. The Mustang often offers a range, from sporty multi-spoke alloys to bold staggered width setups. Brake packages are large and visible, but the emphasis is on street performance, aggressive yet approachable. The red Mustang's wheels are usually designed to contrast the paint, often dark metallic or black, which helps the red appear even deeper. Voiceover. Color is emotional. A red Mustang is classic. It reads loud, confident, and instantly photogenic. Ford often offers multiple red hues across model years. A bright candy red for flash, a deeper cherry or ruby for richness, and sometimes a darker, metallic, red that behaves better on video. On the Mustang, red accentuates muscle lines, highlights reflections across the hood, and pairs beautifully with black trim for contrast. The Toyota GT Super's palette usually leans toward performance-friendly colors. Deep metallic silvers, graphite, championship whites, and occasionally bold accents like high-contrast yellows or blues for special editions. These colors emphasize surface geometry and shadow. A white GT Super reads clinical and technical. A dark gray or gunmetal showcases bodywork depth. Toyota may also use two-tone or matte finish options on limited models to underline the car's track intent. Voiceover. Choosing between them comes down to use and personality. If you want razor-sharp aero, an architectural aesthetic and a car that screams, track first, the GT Super's design language is coherent and uncompromising. If you want heritage, street presence, and a red that announces you've arrived, the Mustang gives emotion and theater every time it rolls by. Host on cam. Which design speaks to you, the GT Super's engineered minimalism or the Mustang's bold, red-blooded charisma? Drop your pick in the comments and tell us what color you'd choose and why. If you liked this breakdown, like, subscribe and share. We've got more design deep dives coming. Voiceover outro. Thanks for watching. See you next time for more sheets of metal and the stories they tell. Notes for on-camera B-roll editors. Capture low-angle profile shots to emphasize each car's silhouette. Use overcast or golden hour light to show how colors shift across panels. Include close-ups of headlight signatures, brake calipers, wheel spokes, and paint textures. Metal flake.